Let's go. Forward red. Red, yellow. Red. Check up.
Mond looks to throw on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of... Complete.
Intended for Michael Pittman. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
He'll find his man, LaVisca Chenault. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards that time.
That's good. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mond now off of play action. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this throw will be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On first down, Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
White. Blue striking.
First and 10, Taylor now. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. The Colts at 2-11 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Now this throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's how you shake off the interception you throw in the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On the draw is Taylor. And look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Fields throwing again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Fields again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there. And they're putting it...
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us?
Touchdown! Darnell Mooney from 17 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they go play action here. Mon. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Mon. His throw incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but it didn't on that play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mon looks to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that part. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
It hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
To the air again, Fields.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Back to throw. Fields.
Throw left side complete. Brad Smith. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
Touchdown, Bears! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bears have moved out in front.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think, Robert?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Off the play fake, Mon.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Ready? Like blue. Call red.
From the gun, here's Mon.
And his throw here's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, Mon.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run the option left.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Touchdown! Darnell Mooney with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for the offense.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
On 1st down, here's Mon.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
On the set. Green.
Mon going to throw it. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd and 10, Mon. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
And he has counted from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Fields. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Partner, he has carried them in this ballgame throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And even 100 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
From the 50, here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Mon. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15.
Let's go. Slide through. On the ball. Go red.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
38. Red, yellow.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Yellow, go.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 75. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. One play action, Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 35.
171 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back to Taylor on first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Taylor.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Mond looks to throw on first down.
Touchdown, Colts!
Michael Pittman.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Fields.
Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
Here's Fields.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Play action, Fields.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Fields throwing again.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Play action. It's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 21 yards away. And the Bears are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
24.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Wide open.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Mond. And he'll find Pittman. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the right side, this is Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Here's Mond. That's caught at the 1. 9 yards on the play there. That'll set him up 1st and goal. Mond looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
And this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in fantasy football, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. They'll let Taylor try and run. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility